Hi Bestie, how's it going? How you getting on today? Bestie, today we're doing something a little bit different and it is going to be a shorter video. Today we're going to be having a look at premium bonds and how much I have won from premium bonds this year. This is a very different video for me because we're about to talk about a financial product. And what you need to know about me is I am not here to be giving out financial advice. I am not licensed. I have no accreditation. I have absolutely zero business telling you anything about what a premium bond is. However, I talk about my money a lot and we talk about cash stuffing, but a big part of cash stuffing is you're saving money. And when saving money becomes a big thing for you, sometimes your binders can't hold all your money and you need to do something else with it. So I'm here today to give a little bit of transparency about where I put my money and the reasons why I put it there, but in no way am I ever going to tell you what to do with your money, Bestie. So Bestie, let's get into today's video. So touching on it again, there's no point me telling you what I think a premium bond is. So I'm going to read this out to you, and this is on Wikipedia, which as we know is an incredible resource. So accurate. Premium bonds is a lottery bond scheme organised by United Kingdom government since 1956. At present it is managed by the government's National Savings and Investment Agency, which for short is ns&i, which is where you get your premium bonds from. The principle behind premium bonds is that rather than a stake being gambled as in a usual lottery, it is the interest on the bonds that is distributed by a lottery. The bonds are entered into a monthly prize draw and the government promises to buy them back on request for their original price. Investors can buy bonds at any time, but they must be held for a whole calendar month before they qualify for a prize. For example, a bond purchased mid-May must then be held throughout June before being eligible to draw in July or onwards. Numbers are entered in the draw each month with an equal chance of winning until the bond is cashed. As of 2019, each person may own bonds of up to £50,000. Since 1st of February 2019, the minimum purchase for average for bonds has been £25. As of September 2023, there are over 121 billion eligible premium bonds, each having a value of £1. So my understanding of a premium bond is, it is a savings account, but you will never gain interest on this money. So you play a bit of a lottery with it. So as I said, it's a lottery bond, but you don't lose money for it, right? So you put it into this account, it will never gain interest, but you will also never lose money. For every £1 that you put into premium bonds, that is one chance every single month of winning certain amounts. And you could win amounts of £25, £50, £500, £100, and every month there are two winners of £1 million. So obviously this is an attractive thing for people because you could win £1 million. You could every single month win hundreds and hundreds of pounds, but the likelihood of you winning even any money at all is relatively low, because I think it was estimated that about 2/3 of the UK have some form of premium bonds, not necessarily maxed out at £50,000, but your chance of winning is relatively low. So on a long-term basis, is it worthwhile to have premium bonds or have all of your money in a high yield savings account? It's up to you. But if I was saving up money long term, I would probably want to put it in there, but there is a specific reason why I wanted to put my money into premium bonds, and I'll tell you about that in a sec. Now, as we know, there are many of you across the world who watch this and obviously won't be entitled to UK premium bonds, but I found here again on Wikipedia that in other countries, premium bonds under various names exist or have existed in other countries. Similar programs to UK premium bonds are: in the Republic of Ireland they have prize bonds, in Sweden they have this word here, in Denmark they have the same word, in New Zealand they have bonus bonds as well, which were established by the New Zealand government in 1970, but it was closed. Okay, sad times, New Zealand. So if you live in Ireland, Sweden or Denmark, you can just potentially do similar things. Now let's talk about the reason why I went for premium bonds. So for me, as you all know, I'm saving up for a house. Ideally for me, I would be moved into my house at this point next year. Me having all of my money in a high yield savings account across 6 to 10 months would give me a certain amount of interest. And I think I worked it out, it'd be about £100 and something per month, which is not to be sniffed at. But for me, the attractiveness of potentially winning lots and lots of money across 6 months was more attractive because it was such a short amount of time for me. So that's why I decided to put my money into premium bonds. For me, the idea of I could win more money than I could potentially get in interest was the risk I was willing to take, because £500, yes, it's a lot of money if you think about 5 months of this. For me, it wasn't necessarily a risk because I don't have it in the first place, so it's not necessarily mine to lose, if that makes sense. So let's go on to the big bit, the reason why we have this video today and how much I won this year. So I put my bonds into my account in September 2024, and the first month that I had my money in there, I won £925, which is ridiculous and almost unheard of. I think the luck that happened there is absolutely wild. So already within the first month, I had already surpassed anything that I would have ever accrued in interest. Now, also bear in mind that when you win money, you get to choose whether you want that money sent back to you or reinvested into more bonds. So what I decided to do was to reinvest it into more bonds. So that was almost £1,000 to put back in. So I had almost 1,000 more chances to win the following month. Also, every single month I was putting more money into there from like my 10k savings challenges and all the different savings that I had throughout the year. So in September we won £925. Then when we moved to October, I won £150, which also is quite a high amount. The more common prize to win is £25, but I won £100 and £50, which is absolutely wild. Then in December I won absolutely nothing, which is really normal as well. And then in December I won £125. So across the span of 4 months I won £1,200. Now what I need to tell you is my experience may vastly differ to what yours did. So if you're thinking about investing into premium bonds as a legitimate way to save money, really have a think about how long you want that money in there for, what you expect your payoff to be, because you could have £50,000 in there for 3 years and win absolutely nothing. What I have is some extraordinary luck. Yes, I didn't win £1 million, that would be absolutely wonderful, but that is extraordinary luck, bestie. Don't think that my experience will mirror yours, because it may well not. You may end up winning absolutely nothing and you would have been better off with a savings account all along. So at this point now, I have maxed out my premium bonds account. I have £50,000 in there, and if I win any more, the money's going to go into my bank account. I will move that into a different type of ISA or a different type of savings account. But I am going to keep that money in there because so far it's done wonders for me. I could win nothing for the next 6 months, and that would be absolutely fine with me, because I feel like I have had all my luck with that. Like £1,200 extra is phenomenal and I'm so over the moon pleased with it. But I'm planning to keep that money in there because it's just somewhere nice to hold my money. But what I would do in the future, once I've emptied that premium bond account, because I will do, I'll use that £50,000 to buy a house. That's what it's there for, right? But what I will do is I will essentially probably move my emergency fund into there. So the £6,000 to £10,000 that I want for an emergency fund, I will probably move into there, because you can request that money really quickly. I think once you request to have the money out, I think it takes up to 3 working days. With my emergency fund, it would be a nice way to have, like, let's say £6,000 was in there. That's 6,000 chances every month to win money. So I think that's what I will do in the future, and I wouldn't necessarily encourage you all to do that, but I feel like it's good for me. It's like good for me. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, and if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. This video was a very different one, and we didn't even like look down at anything. We didn't count any cash or anything like that, but I hope you found it interesting. I didn't want to do like a ton of research because I didn't want to feel like I was influencing anybody to open up any type of account or do anything with their money, because that's not my place here. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just sharing my experience the best way I know how. I don't want anybody to feel like this is the correct way to go for them, because it may well not be, bestie. But so far so good with me, so touch wood, you know, if I win £1 million, Bestie, the changes that will happen around this place. Anyway, that is us done for today. Have you considered becoming a channel member or a patron? Patrons get exclusive content, sneak peeks, and significant discounts off my Etsy store. Channel members get early access to every single video. In fact, they've seen this video long before you have, Bestie. If you like sounds as perks and you like sound of me, have a look at the links in the description. You will not regret it, Bestie. That is all we have for today. Tomorrow's video is a check-in. So until then, Bestie, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. Bestie, it is warm. I need to turn down the radiator. I'm still poorly. Oh, all I've ate in the past 3 days is a bag of Quavers. Send help, Bestie. Right, we're gonna do a thumbnail. I'm gonna put my phone like that so there's no glare and go, oh! That'll do, won't it? All right, see you tomorrow, Bestie.